Welcome back, Troglodytes, to your daily dose of guitar information, the Trogly's Guitar Show. Ooh, do I've got some spicy secrets for you guys today. So I was on Gibson's website the other day, and I saw that they had released a few new things, and we all know Gibson's website isn't the best. Like, they've got a pretty good layout here, but when it comes to the mod collection on update days, sometimes the site just doesn't load for a while because of the heavy traffic use. So just out of curiosity, I thought, well, what if I look in the page's code or something? And maybe there's something that's causing that. And I found a link deep within the code that looked a little bit suspicious. So I clicked on it. And I stumbled upon something we're not supposed to know about. That's right, it's time for some major leakage. Alright, so this is titled Gibson Bass's press release. We're not supposed to know about this yet, but that's what makes it so much fun. It says, make Gibson basses great again. Let's face it, guys, Gibson is not known for being the best bass maker out there, but that doesn't mean that they don't have some really cool iconic designs, from the EBO to the Thunderbirds. And don't forget about the 70s models like the Rippers and the Grabbers. But currently, all we have are 4 basses within this collection. We've got the Thunderbird bass, SG Standard bass, a non-reverse Thunderbird, and this junior tribute thing. I mean, look at this and look at a vintage one. They don't quite have the same vibes to them. The poor EB3 here is not even called an EB3 anymore, it's SG Standard bass. The non-reverse Thunderbird, while it just came out not too long ago, hasn't really been setting the market on fire or anything. And then this thing that's been kicking around for a while. Interesting basses, but let's see what they've got in store for us. Starting with the first slide, I'm already happy already. Do you guys know what this is? It's the L9S, aka the Ripper. We've been wanting a good reissue of one of these for such a long time. I mean, they paid tribute to him in the late 2000s, but it just wasn't exactly the same. But this one's looking very exciting. And if we read down here, it also says Grabber, so we're going to have the return of the Ripper and the Grabber. These two are still the same, so they're going to stay within the lineup, but look at this. We've got Thunderbirds that actually look like Thunderbirds again. No more crappy black plastic over the pickups. We've got the nice chrome back. They've got the vintage style bridges, as well as the 3-point adjustment, if that's what you like. It looks like they're calling those 60s and 70s specs. That goes perfectly like with what they're doing with the original collections, Les Pauls, the 50s and the 60s, so it's just natural to throw the 70s in there, right? Looks like these 60s inspired Thunderbirds will have 3 different finishes. You've got a nice faded Pelham blue, great custom color, vintage cherry, and tobacco sunburst. You can see some of our specs right here. Whereas the 70s ones, they're not quite as out there. We've got an alpine white and an ebony, as well as the common tobacco sunburst between both of these models. Looks like these guys, they're staying about the same, so are the SG Standards, but there we get a glimpse of the new Grabber, potentially only in an ebony finish. The Grabber does indeed have the sliding pickup in it as well. Awesome. A sweet bolt-on necks. Well, not the Ripper anyways, only the Grabber. But then get this, oh, they're going to bring back the EB2s. So just in case you're not familiar, Gibson, when they first released their basses, there were a few different models, the EBO, the EB1, the EB2, and the EB3. The EBO just kind of looks like this SG-like body shape with one mudbucker. The EB1 was kind of a quirky violin-like-esque bass. Oh man, I can only hope that we see that later on in this leaked press release. And the EB3 was the same as the EBO, it just had some more pickups in it. You can check out this video if you need to learn more about that. However, it seems a lot of people have just forgotten about the semi-hollow basses that Gibson did, called the EB2. Basically 335-like in style, just had the mudbucker up here. I think there's a few different formats. For example, this one has the mini humbucker down here in the bridge position to give us some more tonal variations. So very happy to see the return of the EB2, but what is this? The EB6 Electric Bass 6? We've been seeing these in the mod collection demo shop. They've been modifying these things. They must have been testing the waters. We're gonna have these things just readily available now. I'm so happy and cannot wait to review and demo that. It's kind of like the Fender Bass 6. Guitarists can pick it up and just have a lot of fun. But then over here, we've got a Flying V bass. Now Cesar has been posting on his Instagram quite often his V bass that he had just recently purchased, so he must have got this in order to do this. And let's just say that looks absolutely phenomenal. I love the chrome pickup covers. It just makes it so much better. And the witch hat knobs are a nice touch, and hey, who doesn't love silver burst? But it looks like this is going to be part of their new designer series. But uh-oh, darn it, limited edition. Those are going to be expensive. But then they're continuing on the modern collection, so this kind of looks like what we have currently under the Thunderbird. However, we've got an SG tribute base, they're calling it there. Where sure, we don't get the cool pickup covers over this, and they look like kind of cheaper satin finishes, but I think people could get behind that because that'll get the price down a little bit more and just gives you a fun vintage but yet modern aesthetic. Looks like they're leaving the double cuts alone because they're already pretty cool, but I'm actually really digging this in a satin finish much more than I was in the new gloss, very vibrant finishes. Like that looks great in that cherry stain. Nice, hard, and rockin'. As far as color options within their new modern collection, I am really digging this one, Worn Inverness Green. I haven't reviewed the new ones yet because they just didn't really speak to me too much. But that and a satin finish, man, I really hope they do like a dark blue one, even though it's not necessarily vintage correct, but you gotta remember, this is the modern collection. Maybe they'll build upon that if these sell well. But it looks like pretty basic color choices for our other ones right here. So absolutely fantastic, right? We're getting original collections, modern collections. They're going to start revamping Gibson basses. Maybe this time they can take over the world because, you know, Fender's kind of taken all of the spotlight on basses, and then you got a few other manufacturers that have always been kicking Gibson's butt. So I'm pretty excited to see all these things, but I thought I need to dig a little bit deeper because if we have cool stuff like this in EB6s coming, there's got to be something more, right? I mean, eventually we'll have the Kiss signature Thunderbirds, so maybe there's a few more signature models, and you guys aren't gonna believe what I found. Do you guys remember the Rick Beato signature that's coming out very soon? I know Rick is more than just a YouTuber, but he gained massive popularity because of his YouTube platform. It seems Gibson, to pair with this bass release, they're going after the #1 bass guy on YouTube. We have Davey 504 signature Victory basses.
Slappers.
I love it. I don't know if that's the exact shape that he should have got, but the fact that we're reissuing a Victory bass is fantastic. And he's got all these sweet colors. I can't wait to see him play like this lavender purple. I really like that light blue one right here. You've got the green and the magenta. They've got those beautiful tortoiseshell pickguards, and you got his signature 504 right there. Now, he's not going to put slappers on it or anything like that or have his face plastered all over it because it was a model before him. But I think it's great that they were able to get him on board. You know, like we've got 335s, 355s, you know, etc. Now we've got the 504. I'm looking forward to reviewing one of those. But if YouTuber signatures aren't all that you're after, we've got a Todd Kearns signature coming out. Looks like we've got Seymour Duncan pickups in here, his red star on the pickguard, and then a nice signature inlay just for him. And hey, how about this? They're gonna give Brian Ray a signature bass? He's had 2 of the signature guitars, why not give him the bass? In case you're not familiar who Brian Ray is, he plays with the great Paul McCartney. You can check out my review and demo of his really cool SG Junior. So I was kind of suspicious that we would get another signature of his in the future, but I would have never guessed like an EB3 like standard SG bass. I mean, it's cool because it's Silver Fox, right? But this will be custom shop instead of USA production like the other ones. That's a cool move, but the SKYNYRD fans are gonna love this. Look at this beautiful 63 Thunderbird reissue that we're going to be getting here. It's going to be a signature. I mean, it looks like it is a highly limited edition custom shop type thing, but I love this Skyburst. It reminds me of the Les Paul Goddess guitar, but this one is based on Leon's very iconic Thunderbird. I love the modifications. I love the shopware that they've got going on here. The color is great. I don't care if you know this guy at all. I mean, a lot of people are familiar with SKYNYRD, but that's just a cool bass. I mean, looking right here, if you zoom in, it looks like it even has the matching headstock. We're definitely not supposed to know about that thing yet, but I am looking forward to it. You even get the custom flight case over here. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm just elated that Gibson is actually going to love bass players again. No more crappy just 4 models available. We're gonna get some cool stuff. We're gonna get some more signatures. Gibson is going gung-ho. Oh wait, no they're not. Gibson doesn't care about basses. April Fools. While I'm sure some of these things might become true in the future, this was actually a fan-created project. The same person who designed my current The Trogly's Guitar Show logo. Along with a friend, they designed this very elaborate, very convincing spreadsheet right here. I mean, they're graphic artists. Of course it's going to be believable. So frustrated with the very bare bones minimum offerings that Gibson has offered, they decided to give them some ideas with this presentation. So they have nothing to sell, they just wanted to share what they think Gibson should do. So if you want to check them out, you can find them at Red Cloud the Band, that's where they play, or follow them on Instagram at Gibson Bass Collection. All right, troglodytes. If you need more April Fool's glory, check out last year's episode right here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will catch you tomorrow on the next one. Take care.